Many people believe that learning about the world and how it operates takes away from its mystery and beauty. Ignorance is bliss. Quite the contrary. The more we learn, the more we appreciate, and the more we are able to marvel. While lingering in ignorance is nothing but darkness and confusion. Knowledge, understanding, enlightenment are always better than ignorance. I imagine our understanding of the cosmos and reality as an island. The interior of the island is a well-known science that we are extremely familiar with. The island's beach represents the limit of human comprehension. The ocean of the unknown is beyond it. Of course, we don't know if that ocean will ever end, but the island is expanding in size as we gather more knowledge and awareness. So, by reaching out, we can take a paddle out into the sea to see some of the mysteries that we're still attempting to solve, but we don't know how much further our understanding needs to go. There are some questions we've always had about ourselves and the world that aren't answered by science. Today's big questions in science are obviously important, but we've been asking them for millennia. Who am I? Where do I fit into the universe? What is the essence of the self? Where did we originate? There may be certain problems to which we will never discover solutions, but it is human nature, humankind's nature, to seek answers. There's this idea that scientists have this sterile, clinical, logical, scientific perspective of the world that allows no room for mystery, amazement, magic, and wonder in some of these big concerns. Everything I learn about the world, on the other hand, convinces me that it is full of enchantment and wonder. The discovery by Newton that the unseen force dragging the apple down to the earth is the same force that keeps the moon in orbit around the earth is profound. It's just breathtaking. As a student, I recall being taught about electromagnetism equations in a lecture. On the board, the professor scribbled equations. He worked his way through lines of algebra to find a new equation. And there was a number in that equation. And that, he replied, is the speed of light. As a result, you can conclude that light is an electromagnetic. I remember sitting there, and even now, as I write this, I'm getting a shiver down my spine. Wherever we look, there is awe. It's the polar opposite of analytical, sterile, reasonable thinking. The more we learn about the workings of the cosmos, the more we discover how little we know. As a result, our expanding knowledge reveals our growing stupidity. That is not to suggest we haven't made progress. We know a lot about the fundamental components of matter. The nature of space and time is discussed. We now understand how many elements make up the world. The periodic table of elements is available. Because of the way electrons structure themselves around atoms, we now know why certain elements are classified the way they are. You may argue that the remainder is in the nitty-gritty details, and it's possible that some of our current beliefs will prove to be incorrect. 1,020 years from now, I'm not sure I'd say much different than I do now. However, 100 years from now, and certainly 1,000 years from now, I may look back on the early 20th century, Jim, and realize that I was just as foolish as the medieval scholars who believed the sun orbited the earth. I believe that many scientists are learning that having competence in one discipline is insufficient to address some of the most pressing issues. We're becoming increasingly multidisciplinary. As a physicist, I would say that the greatest approach to understand about the world is to study physics. It's an arrogant viewpoint, and I don't believe it's entirely accurate. It will not discuss issues such as complicated human behavior in society, psychology, or the human brain's functioning. However, it addresses these essential concerns. Everything is made of this, how everything functions. We don't know if we'll ever know everything there is to know about reality. And in a way that's nice, that's exciting. It's frustrating, yet beautiful that we may never have all the answers. There's this wonderful quote by Douglas Adams, "I take the awe of understanding over the awe of ignorance any day." Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.